the Trump administration is partnering with a data analyst firm, Palantir, to create a comprehensive database and collect and organizes data on American citizens from various government agencies. Great.
They already have a contract with the government, don't they?
A ton.
Huh?
A ton.
A ton of contracts,
Yeah, weird. This initiative is part of a broader effort to centralize intelligence and enhance data analysis capabilities within the government. The New York Times published a report last week highlighting the Trump administration's increasing use of software from Palantir, which used to be deployed across at least 4 federal agencies. This is the New York Times headline right here. By the way, whoever the hell that is, I don't trust him just off of his hair.
Alex Karp.
Alex Karp. So according to the Times, the company has received more than $113 million in federal government spending since Trump took office, according to public records, including additional funds for existing contracts, as well as new contracts with the Department of Homeland Security and the Pentagon. This does not. Oh yeah, I remember this commercial. Look at that.
Foreshadowing.
By the way, something about JD Vance's eyes, bro. Does it look scary to you guys?
They might just be the eyes of a Manchurian candidate. Who knows? I still like everything he's ever said before, but I still am like creeped out by how he got to where he got.
Yeah. This does not include. They got $795 million contract that the Department of Defense awarded the company last week, which has not been spent. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, so this is probably the worst thing that's ever happened before in the history of the world.
What do you mean? In the world?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's over.
It's over. It's done.
What do you mean it's done?
Like nothing matters
when
anymore.
When they make a movie on how things went wrong,
it starts here.
It starts here.
Like
really?
Was the Patriot Act bad in your eyes?
1,000%. Obama's a scumbag.
So like that's a drop in the bucket compared to this.
Okay, so meaning, okay, hear me out. I already know they have all the information. Kelly made a good point. They know, bro. They know where you go just from Facebook. They know who you are. They know where you're going. They have predictive programming, predictive like steps to say, okay, because we track your positioning, you're gonna go. Today's Thursday. On the second Thursday of the month, you're probably gonna go to Trader Joe's.
But it's scattered though.
Yeah, good that you brought that up. That's what we're saying. That's scattered. Like maybe these guys know where you were, where you check in and everything, but those guys over here don't know. And this is gonna unite. Like it's gonna put all the databases, all the data points together across all branches of government.
Let me tell you first, though, how Palantir got started and what they've been doing since they got started. So right after 9/11 happens, the government tries to do something called the Total Information Awareness Act, which compiles all of our information, puts it in a database so they know everything about us, and Congress says, holy shit, that's crazy. No way we're doing that. That's insane. And then
so they actually did their job.
Yeah. Like, it was so crazy that even they said no.
Okay.
And then, like, 1 month later, Palantir gets started, funded by InQtel, which is the venture capitalist branch of the CIA that, like, started Google and everything, so all the creepy stuff. And they
have a website.
Yeah.
They do have a website.
Yeah. And for, like, the first 10 years of its existence, it existed solely off of CIA contracts. And what it does, it's like, so you know how we give our permission to companies to take our data? Right? So, like, nobody gave permission to Palantir to take our data, but Palantir takes data from companies like Facebook, Amazon, Google, because those companies have government contracts. So therefore, since Palantir has government contracts, it could absorb the data from those countries and compiles it all together. So, the most important thing for AI and like to have the best AI is to have the best data, because that's what makes the AI smarter. So Palantir already had like the biggest database out of anywhere in the world.
And where are they collecting it?
From Facebook, Google, Amazon.
So they just they aggregated everything, and now they know everything about you.
Well, yeah. So like we gave these companies permission to take our data. So like when we hit accept, like
willingly,
our cookies, and
and every week, every like 2 weeks is a new thing that says, "Hey, we updated our user agreement," and you don't think twice. You just go, "Okay,
I've given away my first 5 firstborn children.
Yeah. But if Palantir came across you or the CIA came across you, like, would you say like, oh yeah, I'll give you all my data? You'd probably say no, but they get to sidestep that and take it straight from the company since they have government contracts. And so what Trump is doing, I mean, I don't know if it's like if he's doing it unwittingly or if he's like intentionally doing it. He's creating a technocracy where like China has a system where they could like see what you're doing with your facial recognition, track your movements, put like a red dot or a green dot on you, allowing you to leave your house or not leave your house. Like imagine if they knew everything that we did and everywhere that we go, like during like the vaccination situation with the COVID. So like this will give them like complete oversight of like what we're doing, what we want to do, what we're thinking about.
Real life Minority Report.
Yeah,
except without the killing part.
I'm glad. I'm glad you brought that up because like the same thing, like it's working towards predictive policing. So what's her name? Whitney Webb talks about this a lot. This
Love
thing
you, Whitney.
called Carbine 911. So it's like software that almost all the police departments in the United States have right now that's working on predictive programming. And this is what like this data thing's going to do. It's working on predictive crime reporting right now. It's like based off your data, it's going to say like, oh yeah, this person's likely to commit a crime because they've like done a lot of Republican hardcore extremist searches.
Jeez.
So like it's already bad with Trump in office with this happening, but then like imagine Gavin Newsom gets into office and like they like know every single thing we do and every single movement we take and every shot that we've had.
And at what point do they say, hey, listen, and it is Minority Report, like, listen, we know you, we track you, this system has been proven, and Congress has approved it, that we think we're almost 98% sure that you were going to commit this crime. We have to detain you. Or they say, you're going to do it in this time frame. We need to detain you for 10 days or week. Like, what the, that's...
Vinny, and the thing is, okay, this problem, it gets exponentially worse, all right? If you have a chart of like how many people died last year, all right? It's not that interesting. 10, 5, 11. How many people died last year on a Wednesday? It starts getting more interesting. How many males died last year gets more interesting because you start crossing data points. The number of data points that we're collecting right now, like we did the story about Real ID, all right? Real ID, every time you do a movement and travel, is electronically tracked.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's now centralized.
and centralized.
Now
all
it
right?
is. Like it wasn't before.
It wasn't
May,
before.
and now it is.
And now it's centralized. So you have the Apple Watch that has another set of data points. So they're gonna have. I don't know if you ever read 1984.
Yes.
All
It's
right,
required reading.
it's required reading. Like
Not
if I
George
die,
Orwell?
Yeah.
it's George Orwell. Like the guy physically to like write his diary, he had to get away from the view of Big Brother, like of the camera that was in front of the TV. Like we won't have space to hide any privacy anywhere
Zero.
at
They're
any
done.
time. All right,
They're watching everything.
they're watching everything. And the more connected the databases are, the fastest AI is. Like, there's going to get and more data points that we have. Like, everything is going to be smart. Like, the other day, like, my wife got a coffee maker, and it has Wi-Fi on it, all right? Like, it seems innocent that I can start my coffee from my bed, all right? But what does it mean? They know what I drink every morning.
Of course.
Yeah.
And doesn't it, like, the most stupid thing that has access to Wi-Fi is going to be another data point.
Yep.
And we're not fear-mongering here. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, like, our faith is sealed.
It's done.
It's done. This is over.
I don't know why.
Why don't you just go off the grid, go live in the woods?
Oh no, I would almost rather like the power grid go down permanently than this to actually happen.
Yeah.
Literally.
Are you kidding?
No.
There'd be like World War 3, 4,
Well, you mean
5,
Civil
6.
War? Civil War in the United
People
States.
would-
Yeah, but this is
I
a whole
would
different
die
type of pain.
if the grid
This
went
is a
out.
whole different type of pain, though. It's like live free or die. What do you want?
I'm
I
living free.
disagree. Like, I don't. I think it's bad. I think it's happening. But like, so I guess my perspective is like everything's already on the internet anyway.
No, not like this.
But he's saying, well, what they're saying is this is going to get to where, like, they know a lot about you. They know a lot. They know Kelly shops here, she goes here, because they have your credit card. They know your Facebook, they know your Instagram. What they're saying is they're going to combine every search, every Google, every Facebook, every Instagram, your credit
Movement.
card, your everything
Heart
ties
rate,
in.
Insurance card.
Everything.
So
Driving
what should I
speed.
be
Dating.
afraid of? Ads?
No,
That
it's
I
done.
can't
It's-
think
no,
smarter than ads.
Kelly, it's
No,
done.
your
Targeted
privacy's
ads?
gone.
It's
You
done.
have zero privacy.
So,
I know that. I walk around with this thing all
but
day.
once it,
But imagine Biden's administration having access to that, though, with what they were trying to do to us. Like, look at how China's run. Like, China was an experiment for these people who like the idea of a technocracy, where machines rule us, where technology rules us, where people who are like the CEOs, the biggest tech companies rule us. China was the experiment for that. They like made that really clear. They let them into the World Trade Organization for that.
That the other story that we talked about with Pat a while ago, like that scares me. Like them saying, "Well, I can't go to this grocery store. I could only go to that grocery store."
Or,
'cause
that's
that's
or,
what- that's
you
what
can
we're
only
saying.
buy one thing of
yeah,
steak
that
a
I
month.
am afraid of. But
Right,
I
like-
don't understand how them collecting data gives them permission or allows them to tell me what not to do. So they have my information. They
But-
kind of already have all of our information.
So they're also,
So-
but they're also working towards. They keep calling it a stable coin, but it's going to be a CBDC. So like this gives them the ability to like mark you and track you with what you're doing. Like, so if you're marked a certain way, you can't do certain things. Like if you get like a ticket, you can't drive.
I guess I'm having trouble with the
like fathoming
going for because
right.
like they can't do that. Like they already have, but they already have all of my information: what I buy, where I go, what I do. They already have that. This thing goes with me everywhere, and so they know exactly where I am, exactly what I do. They know all of that already. So why would I? I don't see how Palantir getting access to everything and being able to organize it allows them to have power over me because we haven't approved that.
Let me
in
put in
laws or
perspective.
anything.
Did we approve the Patriot Act?
But we haven't approved anything for them to do.
Kelly, there's so many laws, federal, state, there's so many laws, city laws. There's so many laws in the books in living in America. There's so many laws in the book that most people, I think the number was, they break between 3 and 5 rules a day, all right? If they have enough
I break more than that.
Yeah, you probably break 10 rules a day or 10 laws a day. Some people don't even know and they commit felonies, like because there's a law for everything all the time.
Yeah.
With enough data, they can put if they don't like you, they will look at the data points and she was speeding here, or she was in point A, she got to point B. She could only get in this time if she was speeding. I'm gonna find her immediately. All right. Yeah. So that's the type of policing. And I'm gonna tell you something. If the COVID lockdowns and what they wanted to do happen now, they will have probably 100% success rate.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
what they
in
want.
5 years.
Yeah, they could turn off your car. They could turn off your credit card. They could turn off your phone.
It sounds like a horror movie to me. I just
Well,
don't understand
it
how
is.
it could actually happen.
Well,
Because everything's synchronized.
Well, but people in China don't think that was ever going to happen. Like the control, and you're under a communist freaking.
No, I just want to be on tape. If this is found by the algorithm a few years later, that this point on, moving forward, this is the start of the horror movie.
This is it.
This is it.
Well, this right here is Alex Karp, the co-founder and CEO of Palantir. Really, really nice haircut. Unlike Peter Thiel, who was a huge Trump supporter, Karp is an open socialist who supported Hillary Clinton. This video is him saying that Palantir is helping to defeat the far right in Europe. Holy shit. Go ahead, play this video.
Look, we built PG, which single-handedly stopped the rise of the far right in Europe. We built Foundry, which was used to distribute the COVID vaccine and saved millions of lives globally. We built what we call multi-constellation, and what's often called the digital kill chain.
He's the co-founder.
They're category-defining products. So when you deliver these products to the market, just honestly, people say this isn't going to exist, this isn't valuable, but then it changes the market. And then the market is the Palantir market. Now, that doesn't mean everyone in the world is going to buy our product, but it means most of the sensible people in the world are going to buy from the category we defined.
So, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys teaching me about this because I want to be more worldly and know things, but I don't like the way he's talking.
How about you want to know?
I don't like the way he's talking, but I still. So he's talking about us buying his products because they're premier, the choice because of what he says. Why would I give up?
About him?
They're the only game in town.
Because you don't have a choice.
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
And then Peter Thiel, the other co-founder, says that he's given up on democracy and that's inefficient, and that we can't go forward with democracy anymore.
I don't agree with that.
Well, it doesn't matter.
They don't care.
And Peter Thiel has ties with J.D. Vance.
Well, yeah, he created J.D. Vance. So, tell me if the sequence of events is weird. J.D. Vance is just some guy at Yale Law School, goes to a seminar where Peter Thiel's speaking. Peter Thiel talks to him for a little bit because he's doing a speaking session. He ends up being his mentor just to some college kid. He's a billionaire already. And tells him, hey, screw law. Even though you just graduated from Yale Law School, just come with me, be a partner at my venture capitalist firm. So he's a partner at a venture capitalist firm for Peter Thiel right off the bat. Then he gives him $15 million startup money to start his own venture capital firm. And then a couple years later, donates more money to him than in any other Senate campaign in history and makes J.D. Vance a senator. And then, becomes vice president. And then Trump's royally hooking up Palantir.
That's kind of weird. They set up who they wanted to set up to get close to the president, and then boom.
So here's my
you get
question:
favors.
So you all three of you seriously think that this is our future, and that it's gonna be this?
No, it's not our future. This is already happening.
Reality.
Yeah. It's done.
It's reality.
So then, why don't we just prepare or do something
There's
about
nothing
it.
you can do about it.
Sure, I can. I could go live in the woods and
You
build
can
a
easily
house
do that.
and go
But if
off
you use
the
your
grid
cell phone and stuff, they're
make
gonna
my
be-
own food and fight and whatever.
It's over.
My friend has guns.
All right.
I know how to use it.
No, I mean, like we need to stop it from happening, and like
Right.
there's,
So
there's,
how do we do that? How do we
You
do
can't
that?
make this, Brandon. This ball is rolling.
No, it's
And
already
this-
rolled. It's
this-
finished.
This ball doesn't roll back. All right. Like technology giveth, technology taketh away, and that's it.
yeah.
You know.
No, and I think that's what the Unabomber thought.
And I'm not even mad about this, guys. Like the guys from Palantir called me up and he like, hey, we have some acceptics and we need to marketing to like make them chill down. I'll take that job. As I will work for Raytheon too, making missiles. I love those guys.
making bombs.
Real
Yeah,
consistent.
I can.
Real consistent.
But I'm not even mad about this. I'm just saying it is what
not
it
even
is.
at Trump.
I don't agree.
What?
What?
It is what it is.
That's
So, every single of your favorite stories are built on rebellions and people going against baloney.
We
like
need a
this.
brave leader, and like he seems to like have either lost that bravery or he can't comprehend it. I mean, he struggles to build technology. If he was being serious about the Barron Trump thing, where he was like shocked that he could turn his laptop on.
Again, going back to all of our favorite stories, it's not always the most obvious person. It's Joe Schmo.
But
Brandon Aceto.
But, like,
it's
we-
Vincent
Kelly,
Oshana.
This is gonna.
It's Kelly Arnold.
This is gonna get us to a post-rebellion phase. Like we're gonna be so choked by the amount of sensors and data points and surveillance. Like you're gonna have drones. Even if you want to go to the woods, you're gonna have drones flying over wherever you're
scanning them with infrared.
Scanning the woods. All right. Imagine that
Covered
now
with
AI is so powerful that they can make pictures of rooms with the Wi-Fi. All right.
That's what the Roomba robot they were saying.
Yeah.
Goes back
I
to
ain't
China.
scared.
Scopes your whole damn room.
That's all I gotta say.
I kicked my
There's no
Roomba the
point
other
of being scared
I'm not
either.
scared.
There's no point.
But I want to show you guys this. This is according to a blog post from Palantir addressing allegations. What is this from? This is Palantir saying it is not a data broker or data aggregator. Unlike many tech companies, our business model is not based on the monetization of personal data. We do not collect, store, or sell personal data. We do not use personal data to train proprietary AI or machine learning models to share or resell to other customers. We never facilitate the movement of data between clients except for those specific clients have entered into an agreement with
So
each
you
other.
guys think they're lying?
Well, I mean, their client is the government, and their government has that data. And the
Oh yeah, they're not lying.
they're just like phrasing it in a way that makes it sound better because they know a lot of people have been complaining about what they're saying they're not doing right there.
So it's not Palantir we need to be afraid of, but the government.
Well,
because-
Palantir is the government.
Yeah.
They work. Yeah.
Palantir is the CIA.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, because
were-
the CIA started because they couldn't do the program they wanted to do through the government.
That's a fact. And talking about the government, House Republicans include a 10-year ban on U.S. states regulating AI in the big, beautiful bill. That's the article right there. That is insane, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like
I
last
don't know
year
about
or
that.
2 years ago, they were like Elon Musk and a bunch of tech people were advocating to regulate AI because it's like they said it's the next nuclear arms race.
It's crazy.
Wait, can we go one back? 'Cause
You go back?
Yeah, this is very important. All right, because this is a double-edged sword. All right. Let's say in this case, if you're coming hot talking about Palantir, this looks very scary. But if you live in California and they can regulate what answers or what things AI can do for you, you'd be glad to have this law on the books. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I get it.
You know, like, oh no, we're not gonna let them access the trading AI bot to do the right trades to become rich because that's income inequality, and the guys that don't have access to this AI, so we're gonna ban it all across California. And that's one side of the equation, and then you get the Palantir side of the equation. So I don't know. What do you think, Brendan?
No, I mean, like there's a
But
scenario.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I mean, if you limit it, then that screws a bunch of things up, and then other countries can make it stronger. But
Other countries will make it stronger.
yeah,
So this is saying just don't regulate, don't do shit, just let it go.
like just no government interference.
No
with
government
it.
interference, which is kind. I mean,
There's an upside. Yeah, there's an upside to it and a downside to it. But I mean, there's a scenario in which like this massively grows our economy. We end up in like Star Trek or Star Wars type of situation where like we have infinite growth and like have machines doing everything and can do whatever we want. But also like we have a situation where like the machines are literally like reading our minds and like we can't do anything or move anywhere or think anything without being punished for it.
But the machines wouldn't. The machines don't think that way. People running those machines would control that and think that way.
They are starting to think for themselves, though. Yeah. The machines.
The machines aren't going to be able to tell us what to do.
What do you mean the machines aren't going to be able to tell us what to do? They're Terminators. Have you seen the dogs? Have you seen the killing machine robot that like runs around shooting things with precision and doesn't get tired?
Have you seen one in person?
What do you mean? I've seen Boston Dynamics videos.
I know they exist, but they're not policing us. They're not in our lives.
What do you think they're being built for?
Like
a museum?
How many robots did Elon wanted to like
10 billion.
10 billion, all right?
If he builds 1 million of those, it's the strongest in the world.
Maybe I'm naive, or maybe I'm too optimistic, or maybe I'm too like hopeful and have too much faith in humanity, but I don't think that we're the leaders of the free world. And
it ain't that free.
I don't think that we would let this happen.
Oh,
and just because Joe Schmo or whoever is running this and says that's okay, there's a million more of us that would fight against it. But I will never accept my fate lying down. I will do whatever.
What about the vaccine? Did you want to get the vaccine?
Huh?
Did you want to get the vaccine?
No.
Why did you?
Because I got the vaccine because I made the best decision that I could.
What factors went into it?
Health, my grandmother's health, my work, my friends. That is something I see.
Work mostly because they were like.
No, not work mostly. I could have gotten a different job.
Right, but was that job threatening you?
Yeah, my job was threatening me, but that wasn't why I made the decision. My decision was because of my health and my grandmother's, because we're both. Well, she's dead now, but we both were very prone to respiratory illnesses.
But they were making. But they're. I mean, at the end
work
of the
was
day,
enforcing it because of what the government was saying.
Yeah,
yeah, work was forcing me, but I didn't take it because work forced me to. So I totally get your point, and I love that you said that. But
that's a microcosm of what this could do. Like,
totally understand that. I totally understand that. My health was something different. It's something I've learned from. And, everybody makes mistakes, and that's part of the reason why I feel so strongly now. I work for this amazing company that, teaches me that I'm in control of, what happens to me. We act with urgency, and we if I find solutions. That's literally my job. You want something to happen, I make it happen. I find a way to make it happen. So if I don't want someone to tell me what to do, then I will fight against that. I have no problem. I'll go to jail.
I love that. I love that attitude.
I'll make it happen.
Kelly, I love that attitude. But at the end of the day, this that's why I know you're a Christian. You believe in God and Jesus.
Amen.
You got to that's because this power, this thing, we're not going to stop it. He nailed it. This ball is rolling. And when the government is with Trump and they're all on it, this is something that you're not going to stop. It's coming. It's inevitable.
I don't think even Trump has much say on this.
I don't think anybody does.
I wonder if he even understands it.
I can't even blame him at all.
I can't imagine that he understands the ramifications of it if he doesn't understand that it's not that crazy if you could turn a laptop on and off.
But this is definitely a breaking point for humanity in general. Mm.
Yeah,
and you just need to embrace it.
It'll be our plan out of the age.
You're saying embrace it.
Yeah, just let it roll.
By the way, I'm on a podcast and Zeus is calling.
Hey, what's up?
Live guest.
I gotta hit you up when I'm done.
I think it's the worst thing that's ever happened. Like serious turning point, and it's like you don't want to feel hopeless, but it creates that feeling of like hopelessness to a degree. So it sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. And then, by the way, because this is all in the big beautiful bill. This is Elon Musk's post, which Pat's been calling this for a long time, that the honeymoon was going to be over and it's going to get ugly. Here's Elon's tweet. I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Those are some crazy words. Shame on those who voted for it. You did wrong. And then I think this is aimed at Trump. You know it. 106 million views.
Yeah, I'm glad he said that. I mean, it somewhat makes up for the what would you call it? The predatory assault that Doge was disguised as an act of kindness and decency and trying to look out for our best interest.
Well, so Brandon,
this is the same thing know that he was trying to fight against was the egregious spending and raising our limit.
And so why didn't he cut any of the egregious spending?
He did.
Didn't he?
175 billion, and it's going to continue to do so.
First of all, it wasn't 175 billion. Like multiple people said that he overstated that, and it was a few contracts, and he cut some jobs. He didn't touch Medicare, Medicaid. He didn't touch Social Security. He didn't touch defense. Well, he's gone.
No, he's gone.
He was only ever supposed to be there for 130 days.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of teenagers there right now. What, you think they're going to like retroactively go after defense, Medicare, and Medicaid? And
no, you think some snot-nosed 18-year-old's going to go after the Pentagon's money?
No, we had the momentum then, like when he mentioned it, but it was like a little teaser. Like there's 170 billion per year sent in accidental payments. So he saved the equivalent of what we spend in accidental payments per year.
Okay.
I mean, okay. So, like, if there's that much to be found, like, just that's not, everybody knows there's $170 billion worth of accidental payments every year. Widely known. The best he could do is $170 billion.
That sounds like
he should be going. Like, what did they promise? $1 trillion?
Yeah,
originally he said $2 trillion, and then he walked it back to $1 trillion.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
still,
these are promises made and not going to be kept.
And it's retarded that Trump raised the Pentagon, the defense spending to $1 trillion from 870 billion when nobody even looked at it. Like, we know for a fact that there's fraud and price gouging and all types of waste. Like, not saying that we definitely shouldn't have a $1 trillion defense budget, but I'm definitely saying that there's misuse of resources with the Pentagon budget. Like, it's like common knowledge. They spend $90,000 on a bag of screws. They spend $10,000 on a toilet seat. Like, every government department out there, tries their best to spend all their money at the end of the year because they don't want to get their budget shrunk.
So, Brandon, it almost seems like, and trust me, we believe, and we don't. It's not a gimmick. It's not just a regular saying. The future looks bright, and I have my reasons. You know this, Kelly, about what I feel about God, and the future definitely looks bright. Yeah. But this all sounds like all of them, left, right, Democrat, Republican, Trump, who they try to, he's like the savior, which I do think he saved us in a certain sense. But when it comes to this and our money, our tax dollars, they're all the same. They all take our money. They do whatever the hell they want with it, and you have zero say. You have zero choice when it comes to that.
Can we give
the devil rules the world, so I mean,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Who's in charge?
Before we get the devil involved, can we give them a little bit credit?
Who? Doge?
All of them. Trump, Doge, all those guys. They got this conversation started.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Alberto.
I'll give them credit.
We've been complaining about this for years. What do you mean?
Me complaining.
We've been complaining. Like,
and
we've
been complaining.
The world, yes.
Done about it. No offense. What have you done about it?
He's talking about
it.
So, okay. So you talked about it. Elon talked about it, and he took out $175 billion of debt.
Both of those guys are trust fund babies. So first of all, I would be able to do a lot more if I was in their fortunate situation too by my age. Like, Trump got millions of dollars from his dad to start his real estate company and still screwed it up. Elon was worth $100 million before he even started a single company. So
allegedly.
They had Yahoo Finance. His family's worth $100 million when he started his first business already. So they're both trust fund babies. Yep, I respect both of them for doing what they're doing at first, but they're both letting us down right now in a big way.
So that was what you could do, right?
What?
Elon did what he could do in 130 days.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
But he didn't.
He did something, and he did. It's not nothing to scoff at.
He did the biggest data collection in the history of the world, and he plugged it into his company, then partnered with Palantir.
Allegedly.
It's not allegedly. It's reported.
No, he's saying it's reported. And
you're saying the data collection?
He collected the data from where, Brandon?
From all those departments, from Social Security, from defense, from healthcare.
And that's what people were complaining about, that he got all that information. And so wait, Elon is partners with Palantir?
Yeah, he just XAI acquired X.
I remember that.
And then they just announced a partnership with Palantir to create the centralized database.
Bro, let me explain something to you guys. Go to church.
Amen.
It's over.
Oh.
It's done.
No,
It's done.
our God is bigger than that.
Because good question. But don't forget what you're going to say. Okay. Because, Kelly, I know where you're coming from. Like, what are you going to do about it? There is absolutely nothing that Brandon Aceto, Vincent Oshana, and Alberto and you, I don't give a damn if everybody gets into the streets. They're going to call the military. They're going to shut your ass up. They're going to put you back in your fucking house because martial law will happen. This is it. This is what everybody thinks. Like, oh, every president, they're all good. No, they're all the same shit. No promises. By the way, all the promises. Like, don't get me wrong. The border, he said it, done. I feel safer. I don't feel safe because what Biden and them let in 20 million of these assholes. We don't know where the hell these people are, what they're going to do. The border is good. Okay, and inflation is kind of coming down and okay. But all the other shit, the Epstein shit, this Palantir shit, all the pedophile shit and all the answers and all the questions, all the JFK, it's all bullshit. Every one of them as promised, and none of them deliver. Okay? And they give us little nuggets, like we got a little morsel of this. I'm so over it.
I think
I'm over it. I'm exhausted.
You're onto something. Like, I think what they really need right now, they need a good roadmap. That'd be great. Like, if we get all these little nuggets together, you make a meal, all right? But you need to know where you're going, all right? I think this Dodge thing was a good start. If they might
to what? Enslaving us?
No, I mean the cutting costs.
Doom and gloom over here.
We did not cut any costs. It's like offensive to say that we cut costs. Like, we cut maybe $60 billion of scraps, contracts, and jobs of the people who weren't even going to work.
If you save $1 and you have a good roadmap, we're going somewhere. Next year we're gonna do double.
All right, but then this bill is offsetting that times 10.
I understand. Like, we're gonna be $3 trillion.
$3 trillion in debt
added.
The other thing is, I don't even know. To your point, actually, Brandon, I don't even know if the jobs that he cut was even accurate. Like, there's some people I know that are really good workers and lost their jobs.
Yeah.
So that part bothers me a little bit too. I don't know. I think it was like a sweeping thing. I would have rather have seen that that sweeping thing happen with bigger, more egregious things like you were talking about before, with like contractors and stuff like that. So that, and then like I still think they're going to do that, and that this will get rectified. Like, it was kind of imbalanced.
But how about this though? So, like, we have data that tracks financial payments, like, very meticulously, to see if people are paying their taxes, if money laundering is happening, et cetera, et cetera. So why can't we just plug that software into healthcare, $2.5 trillion, defense, $1 trillion, Social Security, another $1.5 trillion, and see where the fraud's happening? That would probably save us $1 trillion. Like, those three things combined, at least $1 trillion worth of money is going towards the wrong thing.
Because people are using it to get away with stuff, and they happen to be in control of that, so they're not going to let us do that, because then they'll get caught for hiding all the money that they're currently hiding.
Yeah, so I mean, if that's well known and Elon knows that by looking at it, then he failed by not calling it out or not following through with it. I mean, like, it's a pretty simple thing to see where this antiquated stuff is committing fraud. And another fun fact about what Elon Musk and Theal are doing together, they have this thing called Operation Maven that was going on in Ukraine, where they're using it as like a testbed playground, where Starlink's working with Palantir to use AI for precision drone strikes and drone tracking on the battlefield. So,
helping Ukraine?
Yeah. So, I think Doge was bullshit. I think it was just to collect data, because, I mean,
And mind you, this is a Trump supporter, and I love how everybody's like,
year.
You guys are just blindly Trump. No, I'm not. I don't agree with that shit.
You're just as bad as the crazy Democrat people if you're going to blindly support Trump and Elon and not call them out for things.
No, I think you have to call out all the shit that, if you don't like it, you call that shit out. There's, like I said, a lot of promises made. Not even shit. 30%, 40% kept,
or in process, not even
in process. And
it's been a couple months.
I don't give a shit. They said it was
4 years.
How many on day one promises did we get? How many on day one the war is gonna stop? Day one this is gonna dump. Day one Epstein list. Day one we got a lot of people were bamboozled. All right, it's like hold on. We've been supporting since day one. I want fucking results. And if I'm not getting results, and dude, it's getting to that point where exhaustion of like...
Vinny, we're so black pill. Like, did you forget the demons that were in power?
Oh, no, I know those, but...
All right, like, your number one, and I have tape of this, your number one, and you said it 3 or 4 times, was the border. All right?
Big time.
Big time. Fentanyl death, they're going down.
Yeah.
Like, people are not getting killed. That was our number one. That's what we said, and we agreed on this. And I think they're doing a great job there. All right, the tariff. All right, it doubled.
I saw it, $25 billion in 1 month.
And if we had Brandon, if we have a good roadmap there, we might be able to get rid of income tax.
No,
that's the plan.
Those are those are.
We had to have cut the budget to do that.
But these things, but you can't do everything at the same time. The things are incredibly difficult.
But they gave up on it.
But Brandon, because I think they took the wrong. They had the wrong target. All right. What I would have done, because balancing the budget Like, we've been trying to do it.
It's never going to fucking happen, bro. If you watch the ticker, it's just...
All right? It's never going to happen.
We're never going to stop the budget. That to me is all... You're not going to stop that spending.
The only way to get this done, and nobody will have the guts to do this, is to have a zero-based budget, all right? That means that we're not paying shit. We go to zero, all right? And we start piling things again, on it.
So what happens to all the debt that we owe? Who do we owe this money to? China? The majority is China?
No, private people.
You don't want to get into that because the bond thing is going to explode anytime right now.
Great.
That's why I don't like the bill. We owe so much already.
But there's good things in the bill.
And that's why I'm so hopeful about Doge, because I want it to be
Kelly, he's
better.
Right. Doge is done.
It's over.
Doge is done. The leader is gone. What was that guy's name?
Ballsack or whatever?
Ballsack or whatever that little 18-year-old kid is, it's over, Joe.
You want Ballsack to save us?
Yeah. If you think about it, maybe
Ballsack, big balls.
Big balls.
Again, I don't think you give enough credit.
But here's out. Kelly, what if that was Elon? Just go with me. I'm playing devil's advocate. Elon spends Elon spends $250 million.
Yeah.
Gets Trump, helps Trump win amazingly. Like, he's giving away $1 million in freaking rallies and all that shit. Did all that. It was like Doge with what's his face, Vivek, and now that the smoke is settled, they're getting their deals with Palantir. They're getting all the real money, all the contracts, all the satellite shit, and now it's like, yeah, let these nerds to stay in, but I'm out. I don't trust. And listen, let me explain something to you guys. Evil. When people think evil, what is that? A fucking clown in your pocket?
It's Pat texting us. Sorry,
I turned it off.
Okay. What's Pat saying? Is it Pat? Yeah. This is when you guys know it's serious. Yeah. When people's do not disturb ringers, you hear a clown
BBD.
And then you hear a freaking clown. What was that? A clown?
It's just a horn.
Oh, it's a horn. Yeah, like a horn. But I mean, what the hell was I talking about?
You were talking about how you don't trust Elon because he got what he
Well,
wanted.
what I'm saying
he's
is,
gone. Trump's
guys,
not doing what he promised. I totally. And again, I'm probably being devil's advocate and naive Kelly, but I understand your guys' point.
What if
I also just think it's hard. Did I believe them saying day one? No. Am I hopeful that it will eventually happen? Yes. I think that and that's what our government. If he doesn't do his job, then we'll fire him.
Who?
The Trump.
No,
Elon,
you're not going to
whoever.
fire Trump. He's in there for 4 years.
Yeah,
They're not going to
There's 4 years.
They leave
he
it
can
so-
get impeached.
They leave it so there's nobody to get mad at or nobody to even blame at the end of it. They're like same thing where what they tried to take out Trump.
That just sounds so victim-y. Like I think we have more power than that.
We don't act like it though. Like we need real people to get into Congress.
Yeah, no. Listen, Kelly.
I am running for Congress.
We're in F'sville, and these guys are the mayors, and they're the freaking councilmen, and let me explain something to you. There's no way. I think everybody has a motive. Elon Musk, I think you said this. You think he's a religious guy? He believes in God?
No.
At all. Okay? When you're that guy, okay, and you have no God, you have no fear, you don't answer to nobody, you do whatever the hell you want, and you want to be the most powerful person, and then he's posting shit like this where he's pissed off and he's going to start going after Trump. He wants to have 10 million billion robots, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
The guy's going to different planets. I don't know, bro. And I'm not being that guy about the Antichrist. People always, but if you want to be honest, when something is too good to be true, it normally is. And if you read the Bible, and I do, he's coming. The Antichrist is supposed to be here. Who's he going to come? What form is he going to come? The
Savior.
Who is this being going to be? The Savior? I'm being kind of funny, but at the same token, I don't trust none of them. This ship that was going the way that we all thought was going is now starting to veer off. There's a hole in the ship. And I'm not happy with what's going on right now, with all the shit that's happening right now. And yes, I got my morsels.
Blessing.
I love the border. I love the border being shut down and the people getting saved and the fentanyl. I lost 2 friends of fentanyl, so I'm ecstatic that fentanyl.
I love the spirit of the tariffs.
That's good. Tariffs on the border. Great.
I love the work he's doing for peace. All right.
I do too. But by the way, peace meaning if Putin nukes. Like a tactical nuke on Ukraine, it's over. It is over. Everybody's in a panic, and everybody's going to start launching their nukes. But I worked at a nuclear missile base. That's what happens. People are like this. I mean, there's no actual keys when they turn. You know what would happen? Putin said today. Putin talked to Trump. And you know what he said to Trump? Yeah, the peace, yeah, whatever. I have to respond to this asshole.
Yeah.
He bombed 40 of his airplanes that have nuclear capability. You think Putin's sitting on his ass right now? Putin's plotting, and I'm telling you right now, if I'm almost positive he does, they have a hit on, like, if he could get to Zelensky, trust me, with his spies and his secret KGB underground, I don't know, what's Russia's secret FSB? FSB?
Yeah.
You don't think they're looking for Vladimir to take his ass out?
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, I think we should be leading that charge, like, not necessarily to kill him, but to take him out of power. Same thing with Netanyahu. Like, if Netanyahu and if Zelensky are taking out of power, which both of their countries want, both their countries hate them, then that's the fastest way to end both of these wars, I think.
But I agree. I agree 100%. Oh, Bibi's. I've been seeing some of these trials against Bibi, and they're just cussing, and they're like, yo, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
That guy's a really big problem.
Yeah, they hate him there.
They hate him. Bibi is a problem. And Zelensky, but bro, we made Zelensky into like the second coming.
Yeah.
This freaking guy was at, they were doing cameos of him with the Oscars, and they made him as this, oh my God, we have to help him. And Putin's this demon, bro. Every leader of every country has some bad shit about them. They bomb, they kill, they want fucking money. All right, so this lie that we were supposed to be bought that Putin's like the worst of the worst. Okay. Go look at Bush Jr. with what he did during the freaking Iraq war. Then you come back to me, a guy that was in the military, and then talk to me about who Putin is. Okay, how many people died because of Bush Jr.'s fake-ass war? 1 million? Men, women, children in the Iraq war? Give me a fucking break, bro. But I hate... Zelensky's one of those ones that I cannot stand. Because that guy, the balls it took to do that, he had to have backing from somebody else.
Yeah, Europe,
Keir Starmer,
the rogue CIA,
and you were talking about rogue CIA. What the hell is Mike Pompeo, ex-CIA director, ex-Secretary of State? What is your now skinny ass doing in Ukraine during the peace talks? During peace talks with Lindsey Graham and fucking Robert Blumenthal, who looks like a freaking skeleton with skin still on his body. They're there, and then that week, the most sophisticated bombing happens in the entire war. Is anybody see, like, is that weird?
Yes.
Is that weird?
Very.
Yes.
What, Brandon, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I get where you're coming from. I love the border. I love the tariffs. I love all that shit. But there's a lot of shit that I'm not happy about. And people are always like, I thought you love Trump. No, I do like Trump, okay? He fucking loves America. I don't care about the personality. I genuinely don't. He's a New Yorker. He talks shit. Whatever. He loves America. He took a bullet for this freaking country. He turned us around. But the people that are surrounded around him, bro, I don't like that shit. I don't like the Warhawk shit. I don't think he likes the Warhawk shit.
No, he
But
doesn't
the
like
Palantir and the surveillance shit, bro, I don't think, you think Trump knows about that shit?
No.
You think he actually knows what these people are around him, bro? No. He's still 78 years old. At the end of the day, he's not like you, Brandon. If it was you, you'd be like, well, guys, time out.
Yeah.
Time out. They'd probably try to kill your ass, but you'd be like, hey, can you guys, what are we doing? More surveillance? Palantir, go F yourself. But they're in bed.
Yeah.
They're in bed. They're in bed with Elon and all these guys.
And hey, if you want to pass something, do it one bill at a time. We don't need a 7,000
One bill.
page document.
Have you seen these things?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like, bro, give me a fucking break.
Like,
and
who in
Mike
the world
Johnson's
is-
another one I don't trust. Mike Johnson
no.
looks like the Mad TV guy just cut out of a freaking... Like, if you said... If you told an AI generator, make me a typical politician, Mike Johnson's head would come out and they would drop him on you. What? We have to...
No. But
You're being optimistic, which is fine.
It's fine.
It's good.
Because the thing is, I saw the future of Kamala Harris and Tim, what is his name? Mike Waltz.
Tim Waltz.
Tampon Tim. Like, running
Great name.
this country. Ruining this country, not running, ruining it.
Oh yeah, because just really fast, I want to go. If she won, be honest, the border right now completely wide open still.
Yep.
We'd be at 25 million probably.
So it's like
We'd be
pick your
tranny nation
battles.
too.
We'd be everybody. She's a huge LGBTQ flag waving,
Yep.
dude. Oh my God, the economy, everything. We would be. Really, dude, that actually scares me. Though. Okay.
And he makes me happy. I'm not gonna lie.
He's funny. I get it.
He's hilarious. Every time I see
He
him,
spray cans or put this.
I'm just saying, give it some more time.
Okay. I'm give it to 1 year. Mark, Brendan, and me, and you're going to come back in and talk shit. All right. So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.